All right. Hey guys, welcome back to the podcast. Today I have another group podcast for Fight for Wynonna, Bring Wynonna Home. We're working on it. Things are going really well, actually. Looks like the producers are having high hopes. So today we're going to introduce our guests here. Let me change my view so I can see everybody. There we go. All right, so first up, Molly, go ahead, introduce yourself.
Hi, my name's Mollie. I'm from England, if you can't tell. I'm 17 and I found Wynonna in June of 2020. So in the kind of near the beginning of lockdown.
You're a quarantine Earper.
I am.
Great. All right, just said Molly. Paige. Introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Paige. I'm 22. And I just found the show last month.
Last month?
Last month.
Oh wow, that's
I
great.
literally spent my whole quarantine recap, like rewatching. I literally caught up in like a month and a half.
Yeah, it's a binge show.
I never noticed how much of a binge show it was until like I actually started doing it. Yeah.
I rewatch all the time. It's great. Alexis, you've been on before, but you can introduce yourself again.
Hi, I'm Alexis. I'm from Michigan, and I found Wynonna in March of last year, so the beginning of quarantine.
That's great. I love quarantine Earpers. They just got into the show, but y'all are just already in the show.
Yeah, all consumed. All consumed. So all I do now is I just my friends are like
literally me.
What is this?
All I think about. Yeah. Okay, well, guys, in the past week since I've done a podcast, we've had the 4B trailer drop and the names of the episodes for 4B.
Mm-hmm.
Which, for me, it was last night that this was happening, which was insane. And then pretty much the 4B trailer dropped the Monday after last week's podcast. So I had that Monday off because we had like a national holiday thing going on. So we didn't have school that Monday. So I was lucky enough where I didn't freak out while I was in class, unlike other people. And it was insane. So let's start there. 4B trailer. Anybody have first comments? Because I was in shock the whole time it happened.
Same. I saw like photos from it before I saw the actual trailer, and it was probably like half an hour after it came out. And I just saw a photo on Twitter and I was like, I haven't seen that before. That's from the trailer. And then I found it and just like I just watched it the first time and I'm just sitting there. It was like the evening. I just had like a therapy session. I was like,
it would have been nice if this was before therapy, but
no, I was like, oh my god. So yeah, but it's I don't even know, can't put it into words. It's like I saw the 4A trailer and like that was great and I was like, this looks amazing. But I don't know, there's just something about the 4B trailer. There's
like such a shift because we know there's a somewhat of a time jump between the two parts of the season.
Yeah.
So like it the tone shifted so much where like I have no idea what's going on anymore.
Me.
First thoughts were Wynonna's naked in glory hole.
Yes.
Because that's the first thing we see, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So funny.
And
then,
why?
And plus it's like Halloween. Because there's like a jack-o'-lantern on the stage. Like, no idea what's going on with that one.
I love it. The Earpers are just like in there, like analyzing every scene.
Everything.
Like no one else would have noticed that pumpkin. Like no other like fan base would have noticed.
I was like, I'm so focused on Wynonna naked right now. I didn't even notice that the first time I watched it. Like there was too much going on. And then there's so much. I can't even think about what happened next.
No, I don't remember. I'm brain.
I feel like the production has gone up like 10,000% just because of this one trailer. Because there's so much that goes on.
Just the trailer costs like the most money to produce.
Well, there's like scenes that don't look like, because like there's the one where Nicole's like running along the bridge with people following her.
Yes. Yeah.
Massive set. Like I was
Where
like,
are
what?
they? I saw somebody look that place up, and it was the name of it was Valdez something.
Cool.
Didn't Wynonna look that up in one of the episodes though, and we're like, okay, what's she doing? Is this gonna be like a foreshadowing for later? And
Yeah.
then it is, and we're like, crap.
Yes. It's like they're connecting like so many dots right now. And of course, big thing, the garden is coming back. Because they
Yeah.
weren't just gonna
I
have
thought
that
we
for
were done
2
with the
episodes.
garden.
They were
I'm not ready for the garden to come back. I'm like, oh great, they're gonna take someone else.
exactly. And like
Well-
there's this fog going around. What the fuck?
Like, because Waverly's like in the fog, and then you see her like covering her mouth, and I was like, oh no. And then there's the bit where like Wynonna's like going out, and obviously
She gets
Waverly's
yeeted
screaming.
out of whatever place she's in.
Yeah.
What
Also,
that-
wait. Who do you think that's behind Waverly and
That's
that?
what I'm saying. I don't know.
Yeah, who is that?
No.
Who is that?
It's
I've
so
heard like 3
blurry.
different things.
I keep watching the trailer, and I'm like, I don't know who this is.
Exactly.
Neither.
Alexis,
idea.
who do you think it is? You have some thoughts.
Okay, I've heard Champ, which doesn't make any sense, but maybe
No,
he
it
was,
doesn't. No.
I thought it was like
but
a
maybe
girl.
he was mad because they're engaged now. So he like his
'Cause
homophobic
he
like
is homophobic. so.
side of him came back. Like he came back for that.
Maybe.
Or who else?
Or I saw Bobo. I saw some people saying it might be Bobo.
I just thought it was a
Wait.
girl, just the way that person was dressed.
But like Bobo was
Yeah.
Also
like
the shape,
fur
the shape
coat.
of her, the shape of
The
the
shape
body.
of the
too.
body looked like a girl, and the
I don't
clothes
think
was
it's
like
Bobo.
a jacket and
Bobo's
pants.
too big for that.
True.
Wouldn't Bobo be wearing like his big ass fur coat? Like
True though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that might be like
Probably.
for the
maybe
trailer,
he's
you
in
know.
disguise. We don't know.
Oh my gosh.
So much is
Oh.
happening.
Or like the blood on Waverly's back on that scene.
wings. I'm
No.
wings. It's
Wings.
wings. It's
It's
wings.
Don't
gotta
make me
be-
cry.
That person who's behind her chopped off her wings.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Hmm.
That's initial thoughts. Nicole is in uniform with the Stetson, with the braid.
Oh yes. Uh-huh.
So good.
As soon as I saw that, I think I fell out of my chair, and I had to like get back up, and I had to rewind it. I'm like,
Just go
oh,
back.
no, that's
Go
real.
back.
That's real. Okay, we're good. Okay, I just had to make sure I wasn't dreaming. Okay,
Yeah,
we're
it's
good.
like, did I see this correctly?
Yeah.
And it's so good. Something's going on with Black Badge.
Yes.
Interesting.
What are
I
they
thought
doing?
that was-
Doc's in a cage. Wynonna was in it at one point. There's a flamethrower that Doc got real scared of. I'm like, you can't die from that. Why are you scared? What's in there that you're so scared of?
Maybe it's
Yeah.
someone who's getting used to the flamethrower. I don't know.
Maybe someone's in there
I don't
with him. Jeremy obviously works for Black Badge. He doesn't know what's going on. So
Yeah.
we're getting some new Black
Yeah.
Badge characters coming in.
Yeah. There's a bit more of Jeremy as well. If they're bringing
Yes.
in more Black Badge, we
Thank
get more Jeremy.
God, I've been like waiting. 'Cause I love Jeremy.
I like Jeremy as well. Like I was rewatching the episode where we meet him. And it's just so funny, like the interaction between him and Waverly. I
Waverly,
love it
so good.
much. It's great.
He's just like, I don't know who this person is.
Yeah.
You're kind of not doing everything the way you're supposed to. You're supposed to be Black Badge, but maybe not. He's so clueless yet so funny.
Yeah.
There's one clip, very, very short, of Nicole Waverly kissing. Nicole has her hair down in a Stetson. I don't think that's the same hat because the badge isn't on it in the front. First of all, so there's theories, which please don't let this happen, that that Nicole would be even that.
Yes.
I've-
I heard that. That was
Mhm.
that was the first thing I heard.
And I was like, please no.
Let me have an ounce of happiness.
I
Like,
know. Like, but
There-
I mean, it's
And Emily's like, no, you don't get happiness. Sorry.
that
no.
was last night. She like kept pausing in between tweets, and I was like, tweet already. God.
Yeah.
It was so good. Oh, there's so much happening. There's obviously we had an engagement party.
Yeah.
and
Oh my god.
shorties.
They look
Yeah.
so good. Why?
So good. So
The short
good.
Waverly's hair, like with
Wave-
the waves in it.
Yes.
It's good. It reminded me of like season 2, 3 of Nicole when they would
Yeah.
curl it. Like it's the same thing.
Yes.
Same
I've
thing.
seen loads of tweets that have said, what happens if there's a scene where Nicole is teaching Waverly how to style her hair? And I thought I
Yes.
might die if that happens.
That would be so great.
Oh,
And then Wynonna walks in. And she's like, "Does that mean he hasn't called me the sister-in-law?" Great line. But then she switches it up and is like, "Except for you. You cannot partake in something else." And we're assuming this is directed toward Doc because the shot pans over to Doc and like they're both upset. So they're still upset at each other.
Mm-hmm.
I don't appreciate that.
no. Neither do I.
Also, Wynonna's new jacket, like
Yes.
great jacket. We only
Well,
see
Rachel stole her other one, so.
well, that's true. But there's a couple scenes with her leather jacket still, so she still has that. It's somewhere. Or maybe she got a new one.
Just share it.
Yeah. Talking about Rachel, we only get one shot of Rachel, and that's her spilling her blood over something, like the Clantons did to, do the Reaper. I'm like, is she trying to get Billy back? And there's behind the scene photos of the actress that plays Cleo and Martina.
Yeah.
So are they going to end up working together? I hope so. That'd be fun.
That would be a fun little side storyline.
Exactly, right? And then there is a shot of this person, black hair, gray wings. I think it's Eve, but also maybe not. I'm not sure. There's some things about Jolene as an archangel. I'm like, maybe because it sounded like, what's her name?
Zoe Palmer.
Zoe Palmer. It sounded like Zoe Palmer.
It did a little bit. I thought maybe.
And so I was like, and then there was jokes about like Katie McGrath, and I was like, don't do that to me. Do not do that to me. That's not okay. So do you all think that's Eve, or do you think it's somebody else?
I think it's either Eve or it's either Eve or Jolene. I think.
I think it's Jolene, but it's like Eve, like as Jolene.
As Jolene?
Yeah.
Because didn't Jolene like have to disappear because of what happened in the Jolene episode? Like, didn't she? How did she actually leave though? For the Jolene
He went
episode?
into that tree.
Yes, the tree.
He got the tree like took her into.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was all a
But
bit weird.
since-
But is she
Well,
still alive though? Like
she could
is
be.
That's
I mean,
the thing,
it's
because
kinda-
if she couldn't be alive, then it could be Eve as Jolene, but also I don't know. Just
I was wondering this because like would they cast another person to play Eve, or are they going to have Eve pose as the different characters?
I don't
I think
know.
they cast an actual Eve. I don't know
There's
though.
an actual Eve.
What do you guys think actual Eve looks like? Like, I know it's like scary, but like like the actual face.
Well,
what do you
okay,
think?
so if we remember the weird, scary demon picture of Eve in the garden,
Yes.
I'm assuming black hair, so that's why I was kind of thinking that
Okay,
with
yeah.
the trailer. I
Mhm.
just like don't know like who. It's like
Yeah.
I want to be surprised because
Because-
like, I don't want to think about it too much.
Right.
But like I feel like because they want to make Eve kind of hidden, so that Eve would try and hide herself, so it makes sense to kind of pose as someone.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know who she would pose as if everyone's there. Like, she can't pose as Nicole if Nicole is there.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
So I
then
don't know.
there's so much in this trailer. I'm like jumping between shots that are not in order. Wynonna's at a strip club, and we know from the promo photo when the release date for 4B got announced. She had this gold chef's hat on. We now know where she got that from.
I was so confused. I was like,
Mhm.
where's that hat from?
Yeah.
When that it was like,
Now we know. Wynonna's getting pretty hammered lately, killing demons, getting drunk. And so Waverly and Nicole have an intervention with her. That scene was so great. I like that a lot. And Waverly's like, "You're not sleeping," and Wynonna's like, "Yeah, I am." Nicole's like, "That's passing out."
Not the same thing.
I was
Not the
like,
same thing.
Oh, banter.
and Waverly's wearing the same outfit she was wearing in the first promo with when she's crying.
Mhm.
So I think that's afterwards. So she's
That's
like
what
upset
I agree.
because why?
That
This
makes
is what
sense, yeah.
this is what I noticed when they're at the table. The tablecloth still is not on the table.
I know.
So I don't know what.
Yes.
So what did they?
They haven't put it back
So
yet.
what do they do with the tablecloth?
They're probably washing it.
I hope so.
Or Wynonna burned it after they told her what happened with
It's
it.
been used too much that doesn't
It's been
belong on
used
a
too
table
much.
anymore.
Oh my god. I can't.
It's so good. Oh, and then so much is going on. Wynonna's back on her motorcycle. That one shot of her just like pointing Peacemaker down the fucking road on her motorcycle. Great. Who is she shooting? We don't know. And then there's a scene like towards the end of the trailer where Doc is pointing a gun at Wynonna. One of them has to be Eve. I haven't decided which one yet. Because why would they do that? Or do they really get so upset with each other that one of them has to point a gun at each other? I'm like, I
just don't think they would. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
I feel like
Would Eve get into Dog's body though? Because she's already been in Nicole's body. So would that be another
Eve's
merging
gonna
of the
body jump.
characters?
Eve's gonna
maybe.
be different people at different points.
Well, in the two scenes with Nicole and Waverly, when like the little clip right at the end of the trailer where she's like, "Wait, hot, that's ridiculous," which is so funny. Those outfits is in some people have been saying maybe there's some sort of body swap going on there because of the
that's
way
exactly what I'm saying. Because the way Nicole acted wasn't like Nicole.
it's not really her. And then same with Waverly kind of being dismissive and walking out of the barn is like that's not.
Yeah,
I don't think
like
we would do that.
not it. So, but that's also the same episode as the chef's hat because Waverly is wearing the same thing.
Yeah, that's true.
So there's a lot going to go on in that episode. Don't know which episode it is.
There's a screen cap from where Wynonna when the stripper's in front of her, and there's some red hair in the corner.
Is it Nicole or is it Mercedes? Because we also know Mercedes is back.
Yeah.
I feel like Mercedes would be there for that. So
I don't know because it could be like Nicole's.
Yeah, which would be a great 407 episode. You know, just saying. And then so for the end of the trailer, we get this scene in the barn, and it's Waverly and Nicole, and Nicole's like, "We need to think of a wedding hashtag," which I was like, first of all, this is really funny. Second of all, that's not a Nicole thing, that's a Waverly thing. And so she's listing off names. It was Wave Nick and Heat Wave, and I don't know if you guys know this, but those were a couple of suggested ship names from season 1 when they first got together.
Yeah.
And so the writers are feeding us all of this great Earper stuff, and I'm excited for more because season 4A was full of it. And so, and then Nicole's like, way hot. No, that's ridiculous.
The comedic timing is amazing.
But like I really don't think that's Nicole. I'm pretty sure like something's going on. And I remember people tweeting about it, and Noelle Carbone, who's one of the writers, liked a tweet about a body swap. So,
maybe that
so it could be Waverly then as a body swap.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
That
much
makes sense. I heard some people talking about how maybe Nicole is being so kind of controlling over the wedding because of her previous marriage, in that maybe that didn't go so well. So maybe she wants more control.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I heard that too. So this trailer was jam-packed full of stuff. Is there anything else that I didn't mention?
You did. Wait, when Waverly's running to Nicole on the ground.
Laying on the ground, I literally that just popped in my head as you were saying it. Why is she laying on the ground?
And why is she wearing
Also,
a dress?
wait. Did you guys notice that it's the same pose as when she broke her leg?
Oh my god, it is, isn't it? I didn't notice
It's the
that.
garden.
I didn't notice that.
Everybody. People have some things about Waverly's dress being a wedding dress. Disagree on that point because in the weird thing where Wynonna gets yeeted out of that whatever place, it's the same dress, and we know that's not a wedding dress.
Yeah. Well, I hope not.
So I think,
Like, it's not off into the garden in the wedding.
yeah.
I've heard that Eve was Nicole, and that's Nicole, like actual Nicole. And she's like running to Nicole.
That would be awful. Because that means
Why?
No, I
every-
know that.
with Eve.
I'm
know
excited about this. Every season, Nicole has a near-death experience, and now there could
Yes.
be 2 for 4.
Yes, I know. Ugh.
I
Why?
know. Well, that can't be not a near-death experience. She's laying on the floor. It's not like she's asleep. Something's wrong.
She's passed out in the middle of a forest.
Yeah.
That's not normal.
No.
Unless you're like drunk
No.
Wynonna, then.
I know. We probably would be like, if she's drunk. Whereas it's Nicole, you're like,
Wynonna would be like, I've been there. So yeah,
Oh,
and so
God.
there's so many things happening here. And so many theories came out of this, so many hopes. But now let's get into the episode titles for 4B. First one, we already kind of knew. We have Love's All Over. I did not read the lyrics for this song.
I just
Yeah.
listened to that song right before this, and oh my god.
Okay, what do you have for it?
what?
Okay, so it's like half of it is like actual love, and then the other part is like I don't want to do this anymore. So it's either about Nicole and Waverly or Doc and Wynonna,
Okay, so love song,
Or both.
obviously.
or both.
Or both. Okay, so maybe we could have like the end of 406 kind of thing, you know, where they're both like relationship, whatever, like good things and bad things. Oh, that bugs me. This next one for 408 is Hell Raising Good Time. As I was talking with some of my other Earper friends last night, we were thinking this was more going to be about Wynonna.
I would say.
And just the title of the song kind of plays into that. Because who else? 409 is just crazy. That's it. That's the name.
I mean,
That's
I'm
down.
surprised.
Something is going down. And I don't even know because I didn't listen to that song.
I feel like the Black Badge episode will be that episode. Just crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That would
Yeah.
make sense. 410 is Life Turned Her That Way. That's, I'm assuming, is also about Wynonna.
I have a question about that one.
Yeah.
Turned who? That's my question. Is turned
Yeah,
who?
so I'm thinking it's Wynonna. Life turned Wynonna that way.
I would say, but I mean, it could go for other characters as well.
It could, no, because they've all gone through so much shit.
Yeah.
Like, at this point, like,
Amen.
and then 11, Better Dig 2. Now, nobody's dying, first of all. I know people are speculating about this, but if you actually read the lyrics, it's a love song. Wedding.
I know the lyrics. I know the lyrics well. It's
It's
a lot.
I'm telling you, this is the wedding episode.
That's why.
This is gonna be what I call the tissue box episode because we're gonna need a lot of those.
I need to get more tissues then. I think I'm ready. Okay. Now I know.
You're welcome.
Thank you for the warning. Yeah, this is gonna be the wedding episode because I think I was talking to some Earper friends, so this is credit to them also. They knew who they are. That they were hoping that the wedding would be maybe 410 and then have 2 episodes of them married, but also still developing the storyline and finishing off the storyline. But 411 is just as well, and then have an episode afterwards. Because, like, I think with what we know about season 4, they ended it well enough for it to be kind of an ending that we're satisfied, kind of like season 2, you know?
Yeah.
Really with such a big cliffhanger. And so I don't, like, with that, like, I think having the wedding at the end would be a little bit too satisfying. So putting an episode earlier and then ending the storyline, the big storyline for the show with the last episode. And we know 11 will be pretty crazy because if it's the wedding episode and then it's the episode before the finale, so lots of stuff has to happen, right?
Yeah, I think I wanted the wedding to be like basically as soon as possible so we get the most after the wedding, because I think like if the wedding was in the last episode and it kind of finished with the wedding, that would kind of be sad because you don't get to see them married.
Yeah.
So I like the idea of it being like 411 or 410.
Yeah.
So I think 411.
And then 412 is also, I listened to the song myself. It's kind of interesting. It's kind of it's a very good closing song. I can't think of the word I was thinking of to describe the song. If anybody else listened to the song, do your details while I think of it.
No, I didn't listen to it yet. I will.
It's like, I wouldn't say it's sad, but it's a very kind of
like,
closing everything up, moving on. That was it. Moving on. But like, moving on from what? What are we moving on from? Something's ending, and so something's gonna start. So like, what's happening here?
Yeah, how are they gonna end this show if it is the end? How are they gonna end this?
That's the thing, is we don't know.
Yeah.
And so Twitter was going crazy last night because of this. And
It was. My Twitter was like, I was blowing up my Twitter. It was, I was refreshing Emily's Twitter page. I'm like, Emily, keep giving me the titles. Go get your roast beef later. You give us
you know what she
title.
tweeted today? You know what she tweeted this morning?
It wasn't that. She
was watching Ant-Man. Watching her roast beef.
It wasn't roast beef. It was just she was watching Ant-Man.
What the hell? Yeah.
It's so Emily. Like, nothing could be more Emily.
I was like, you just like playing with us.
Oh yeah.
All the time. Yeah. Also, with Up in the Air about season 5, Hope has come back. We're working faster than we did the last time, guys. The producers are very hopeful in finding another network to put the show on, which is great. But something kind of funny happened where Hulu tweeted.
Oh God.
They were like, no, we won't save your show, period. And we got angry because we had Up in the Air about season 4, and this show applies to so many groups of people that are marginalized, so we care about this show a lot. There's a lot coming from this show for us. People have met people have found love through this show. We've met friends. We found comfort characters. Like, there's so much meaning in this show, so we're like, obviously, like, whoa, that's a big tweet to say. And so people got a little angry, and then Hulu tried to save themselves. And they're like, no, we love standing, just not spamming. I was like,
that's the whole point of doing this.
This is the whole point.
The whole point.
And then Emily said some things. She deleted some tweets, and I don't know which ones they were.
No, I didn't see that. I was asleep.
Emily tweeted, like, it was like a subtweet to Hulu about like the marginalized groups, and there was something about you don't want to fuck with like marginalized lesbians.
You don't.
No,
you don't.
Really bad idea.
Funny. I was laughing so hard. I want to see if I can find this tweet. Yeah. And so this whole movement that started in this past week, Bring Wynonna Home, we are tweeting at other networks, other streaming platforms about bringing the show to them. The producers are working on it. We don't know where they're bringing the show to, or what networks they have their eye on, because I'm sure they have specific ones that they want to choose from. Is there any network that you specifically would like to see Wynonna come
something that I have?
Something that I know what to pay for already.
I think Netflix would be a good one, because Netflix already has the seasons of Wynonna already on them. So I think that. So I know myself. I'm going after Netflix with the petition I have. I'm going after Netflix, but so I think that'd be a good one.
Yeah, I watched because when I watched the show, it was on kind of international Netflix, but they took it off a few months ago. So like you can't watch it on like UK or any in Europe. You can't watch it. But so I have a VPN, so that's how I go back and watch it. I think Netflix, if they bring it back into international, even if they don't, Netflix is fine because I'll just use a VPN.
Well, because if it becomes a Netflix original, it should be everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
most Netflix originals are everywhere, I think.
Yeah. So if it goes on Netflix, they should have season 4, and then they should be able to have the other seasons on too, because obviously you're not going to watch
Just the
the
one.
fourth season of the show. Like, it makes no sense.
Wait, isn't it if it's an original, doesn't it all come out at the same time?
That's the thing, is I don't want that. I
No,
want the weekly thing because, like, I'm an angst type of person and I want the buildup of waiting, even though I hate
How
waiting.
dare you?
I hate waiting, but it makes for some good TV, guys. Like, you gotta admit. I was like thinking Paramount, because there's some good Western shows on Paramount, and I think Wynonna fits the vibe very well.
Yeah.
So I think
Yeah.
Paramount is also a good fit. But
Mhm.
literally, it could go anywhere and I'd watch it, so I don't care.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't care, anyone. I'll
Get
find a
on
way to watch.
TV. Just get on TV.
I don't care if it's a new network that I have to pay for. I don't care just to watch that one show. I don't care.
People will pay for it.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
if it goes
I don't
on
think that's
Netflix,
I don't think that's what these networks like get. They were trying to go after, like, no, like, we will seriously
we
pay
will
for
just
it.
get a subscription just for the show.
Oh,
Yeah.
100.
Like, if if it goes on Prime, like, luckily I already have a Prime account thanks to my father, because we buy too much stuff from Amazon.
Me too.
So
Me too.
I already have Prime, and I'm like, if it goes on anywhere, please, I will watch it. Like, even if I move out and I can't get this anymore, I will get my own account. I will pay for it myself. I may be broke after this.
I have a feeling though that it's gonna go on one of the new. It's gonna go on one of the new networks because they want to bring people in. So I feel like it's gonna go on the new networks.
Yeah, and
Maybe.
also a good thing that's happening is it's back on Friday nights. Which is important because I had some people look up the ratings for seasons and stuff. The ratings, this is probably a reason that Sci-Fi ended up dropping the show. The ratings for season 4 were actually really low.
I saw that.
And it was airing on Sunday nights at 10 p.m.
Why?
Who's watching?
no,
Like,
I was watching because I have nothing to do. So I'm
but like people who are just
16-year-old.
like watching TV probably aren't going to be watching 10 p.m. on a Sunday night. Just,
Exactly.
You know.
Right.
Like, we have things to do Monday morning. I'll watch it whenever. And
It's
so,
kind of
but
dumb on
now
their
it's
part for doing that.
Yeah, and so, like,
If you want the views.
yeah. So now it's back on Fridays like it used to be. And so hopefully nobody has something to do on Saturday, because I'll be staying up Friday nights now.
Same.
Ratings
I got nothing to do. I'm good.
Exactly. Ratings
Well,
should
it's going to be me at 3 a.m. on Saturday morning.
I love people say, for people in Australia, it's like the middle of the day.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
mid-morning. Like, it's such a weird time to watch it.
Like, you wake up and you watch 402 at like 7 a.m.
Oh god, me watching 402 at 3 a.m. was not like, my parents like just through the walls from me, and I was
That's
like,
same. My parents' wall is behind me. I'm like, I can't watch that in the middle of the night. I'd scream.
oh well.
The stairs scene, you're just like,
You just did this the whole time, and my mom's watching. Like, what is that? I was like,
Nothing.
I had to watch all the episodes with my headphones on. That way my parents wouldn't come in and be like, "What are you watching?" I'm like, don't worry about it. It's
Nothing.
fine.
I'm not watching anything. You don't need
I'm
to.
good. It's fine. It's good. It's fine. Go away.
Bailey, the story with your sister.
Oh my god! I was watching
Wait.
402.
Oh my god.
My sister walked in on the stairs scene. Biscuits also. I did a YouTube video with her where I had her guess the names.
Dude, that was
I
so
watched that.
funny.
I had to remind her about that, and she was like, I didn't need to know about that again. I was like, I literally was like,
You wanna
she walked in,
watch?
I was like, I'm like trying to pay attention to the scene because I didn't think about pausing it at first.
Yeah.
I was gay panic the whole time, so I was just like,
Yeah.
Do you want to watch?
What'd she say? What'd she say after that?
She's like, no. She didn't even look at the TV. Like she like could barely tell. She could tell what was going on, and it hadn't got to the stairs part yet. And so I was like, something's happening. This is progressing really fast. Do you want to watch? And she's like, no. Oh, I told Mom already. It's 8 a.m. Okay, guys.
I mean, I went down and told like my entire family. I was like, "You're not allowed in my room."
They've walked on me before. It's fine. Yeah, and so my sister came in, and it was awkward. It was weird, and then I paused and rewound that scene so I could watch it in full.
Yeah.
That was.
I may have watched it multiple times because the first time I tried to watch it in full, but I had to pause it in the middle because I just couldn't. I couldn't like comprehend. I was like, I have to try and breathe for a minute and then carry.
I literally like I was laying in bed normally, like just watching the episode, and then that scene came on. I literally jumped to the edge of my bed so I could get closer to my TV. I was like, oh my god.
Like I was watching it and the ghost started and I'm like, yeah, I know what this song means. Okay. So I put it on pause. I'm like, okay, I know it's happening.
Get ready.
I know
Get ready.
happening. Play. Okay, we're good. Okay.
And then you just kept like going. It immediately starts, but you immediately pause it again.
Yeah. And then you immediately pause it at the stairs scene, and you're just like, okay, recompose yourself, play, we're good.
Yeah.
Because I watched like the first bit before it's on the stairs, and I was like, this is insane. And then it just kept going, and I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, I
We're
did
not
not
stopping.
think
We're
their
not
scene was
stopping.
gonna happen.
Oh, that
What's going on? And then I told my straight friend about it because I needed to tell someone, and she was like, what do you mean? And I was like, well, it was quite graphic. And she was like, what do you mean? And then I kind of like showed her it, and she was like, oh, okay.
oh.
Why did I pick this straight friend? Like, why? So I told her, yeah, and she just thought it wasn't like a big deal at all. And I was like, yeah, that's because it happens in like with every straight couple you ever see.
Yeah, you get this like probably every 2 episodes. So
yeah,
we've been waiting like 4
Definition of Riverdale.
Oh my god, that show.
I cannot get myself to watch that show. I don't want to.
I watched
I watch it because I already started it, so I have to finish it.
That's I understand that.
I haven't started the new season yet, or I started watching the first episode and it was so awful I had to stop. But I kind of want to watch the time jump.
Okay, it's not as bad as you think it will be, but it's also bad at the same time.
Of course.
Did you understand that? Like it's bad but not bad? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, that show, I just don't understand. How does it keep getting renewed?
Well, I know it's so bad, but when they first started, they contracted for 7 seasons.
Really?
Yeah, like before it even started, they contracted for 7 seasons.
Oh, okay, maybe that's
so we
why
have 2 more seasons to go. Yay!
Oh, wow.
Can you
That's
tell how
insane.
excited I am?
You're just
Oh
like
my
you
God.
turn on the TV. Like, what days is
Woo!
this? Again?
Is this? See, like the first season was kind of acceptable. It was like, okay, this is a straight show, but like it's fine. And then it just keeps going, and you're like, who came up with it?
Tony gets a seat and pops. Do you understand what that is, Molly? Do you understand what I mean? Like in pops, the 4 of them. Tony gets a seat now.
Really?
Yes. yeah.
No, but they made like Tony and Cheryl a thing, and then like
okay, keep talking, sir.
Oh.
There's some beef with them.
Oh God.
Guys, I think we lost track here.
Yeah,
I
we're
know.
now. Let's go back
so much. This show bugs the crap out of me. There's like so much going on, and then we have some big stuff happening the weekend of March 5th, guys.
Yes, we do.
Yes, I'm trying to figure out how to get tickets to the Ghost River Triangle Con.
Ghost River Triangle Con is that weekend with the show coming back March 5th. My birthday's on the 7th, so happy birthday to me.
They
just announced yesterday that Kat's gonna be there.
Kat's coming on, and it was Kat's
so I was
birthday
like,
yesterday.
so I was like, I was like, okay, they have my attention now. How do I get tickets for this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, how much money am I willing to spend?
Yeah.
It's tempting. It's
Hers are always the expensive ones though, which really sucks.
Guys, yes, it sucks, but like, this is expected.
Right, yeah. It's expected, but it sucks.
Yeah, but we have a lot more of the other characters coming on. Greg Lawson will be there. The actress who played Widow Beth. Natalie Krill's coming. Emily's gonna be there.
Speaking of Natalie, I wondered what her thoughts were at the barn scene, and then saying, "I thought you like the gay, like the gay part," and then having her play in the below her mouth. Yeah, that's so funny.
All I had to do was watch the trailer of that, and I'm like, okay, I don't know if I can watch this in full because this trailer is too much for me.
Does anybody remember that one con where
Yes.
Where
Mel says
where Melody's like check below her mouth, and Kat just didn't get it at first, which was really funny. And Dom had to tell her like that's the movie she was in.
That is so pure.
Yeah, and then like
doesn't get it.
2 minutes later, she goes, "Point Mel."
Yeah. And going back to the con, Michael Eklund will be there. Kate Drummond. Let's see. Oh, Megan Heffron. That's Widow Beth. Emily. I don't know how to say the person's name. The actress that plays Constance Clutie.
Yeah.
Is this like her first con? Like,
I think so.
Because that's
I'm pretty sure didn't she do GalaxyCon? The 2-minute.
I don't think she did.
No,
I don't think she did because I was there.
Panel. She was in the panel. I just don't think she did any like the calls or anything.
Okay.
There was quite a few at GalaxyCon.
Yeah, I remember watching that. That was fun. Except it was so short because everybody had to answer a question, so we got like 4 questions.
I know.
It was
it's the only thing I hated about it. Is just they only did like 3 questions. I'm like, that's it.
Yeah.
It was 2 questions in 45 minutes.
Yeah.
My phone is going to die. Give me 1 second.
And there was Bernie was with Kat, and he was like,
the grilled cheese.
The grilled cheese.
I loved that part.
And then as soon as she goes, and she's like, "Wait, my computer's gonna die. Give me 1 second." I'm like,
yes.
Well, of course. Leave it to Kat to do this.
Oh my god.
No, the fact that she was like had to like mute herself, and you just see Ray like hand her the grilled cheese.
They're like,
and then there's Brittany right there.
They're like, Kat, you're on mute. Can you
She's like,
She is like, oh my god. I just watched the clip on, I think it was on Twitter, and it was like where I don't know what the question was. It was at a con, and someone asked, like, I think it was, what was your favorite meal of the day or something? And Kat said brunch, and she didn't get the innuendo at all, and she kept going on.
I literally just saw that today.
You know, she commented on it like that was the most embarrassing day.
Yeah. I know. But Dawn was so proud of herself because she understood. When she realized that she got it right and she understood, she was so happy with the cutest thing.
The sweetest person ever.
I just watched a con the other day. It was like they were in Canada, and Danny was the moderator, and Dom didn't know it first, and Dom was like got so excited.
She's like, "You moderate," and they were like, "Yeah." And Melody's like, "Why do you think she was asking you questions in the lobby?"
And Dom didn't get it.
Favorite thing.
Dom didn't get it.
My favorite con is Emerald City Comic Con, where Dom's talking about tapioca.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've never laughed so hard in my life.
So big. And Kat's just like can't hold it together.
No.
She's just like inside laughing, and Dom's just like, "No, it's really, really interesting."
And then there's another one. I think it's San Diego Comic Con where it's just Mel and Kat together, and they asked Kat about the wedding, and I was like, well, why do you want it there? Why do you want it?
Argument does not happen.
What if Wynonna doesn't want a wedding? What not your Wynonna?
Like if that exact argument does not happen in 407,
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, if it
I don't
doesn't,
know what I'm doing.
I'm suing the show.
Yeah, because I think Emily said under her breath, and I could hear it. She's like, episode 407 is coming.
Yeah.
So if
Yeah.
that,
I heard it. Yeah.
so if that doesn't happen in 407,
I will be
I'm tweeting
extremely
Emily
upset.
the next day. I'm like, what happened to
Emily, you said what's
407?
gonna happen.
Oh, speaking of the wedding conversation at that con, and then the one at the Sci-Fi Wire one with all four of them,
And
and
Dom wasn't there,
moderator's
so they
like,
so they were getting.
so dumb.
So Dom, we want your insights on this.
She's like, I'm such a lucky lady. While they're still arguing.
I love when Cat's like, and I'm your lover, and Emily just goes,
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
wow.
So funny. Ugh.
Oh my
I
god,
love
that just the cons. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, there's supposed to be one in Scotland in July, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to go. It depends on like COVID and stuff, but
Of course.
hopefully. And Dom and Kat are already confirmed for that one, so hopefully.
There's so much going on. I like there's this one meme where it was like Earpers, like the cons carried us through 2020 and then the show's carrying us through 2021. Because we didn't have anything in 2020 besides the show, which came out like towards the end of the year.
Yeah.
And then we waited how long? How many months from April? It was August, and then we had the fucking March. I'm counting months now.
Good job.
Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 7 months.
Mm-hmm.
Already waited.
I mean, I waited a year and a half for season 4. I think I can wait 6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I kind of found the show like kind of a lucky time because like it was June, so I had to I like finished it and then I had barely any time to wait for season 4. Yeah, it hasn't.
I started watching when season 3 was airing, so
Right.
2018, and then I waited a year and a half. Was not involved in the fight for Wynonna because I'd only watched one season on live. So it's kind of just like, I'm gonna pay attention, but I don't feel like doing anything. Now I don't give a shit. I need the show.
So I think I'm the only one that caught it at a bad time, but I caught up like this, so I'm good.
Yeah. It's like the most bingeable show I watch. I like rewatch it all the time.
Mhm.
I rewatch it specifically for way hot scenes.
Yep. Me too.
Just
Yeah.
skim through the episodes.
The one episode that I can watch over and over is the AU episode.
I watched that
so
one. Yeah, I watched it
That's the
recently.
one thing I
watched
can
it.
watch. And
I watched
402. Sorry. 4022.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched it for after the trailer because of
Yeah.
what Nicole says. You know, remember where you go, I go, and I was like,
Yeah.
I need to watch that again. So I went back and watched that.
I consistently rewatch the trailer now. Like every day, I wake up and I watch it.
It's really-
Like, oh, how many weeks do we have?
3, I think.
3. Yeah. Too long.
Like, I'm trying to set you back up again, and I don't think it's gonna work. So give me like.
No.
I'm just gonna be cricket. There we go.
Oh.
Fine.
So much. Okay, so from what we know now about 4B and the trailer, do we have any other predictions?
Oh God.
I don't know if we're gonna see Alice. I can't decide.
Really quickly,
Mhm.
some people are theorizing about a time jump in 412,
Yeah.
and we're like, Alice should come back because she'll be like 5.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was thinking. But I don't know, because there's part of me that thinks maybe Emily would, because it'd be quite sad if you never see Wynonna what's it called, reunited with Alice. That would be sad if we didn't get to see that. But there's the risk that it's almost a risk if we get season 5 that then she has to find a way to incorporate a literal like 3-year-old at that point, which is difficult.
Right.
So
Makes-
I don't know.
And then will they give us like a time jump of a honeymoon between Nicole and Waverly, or is that, or will they wait until if there's a potential season 5, will they wait for that?
There's people are thinking that they'll do a Brooklyn Nine-Nine where the wedding will be at the end, and then the first episodes of 5 will be the honeymoon.
Yeah, because I mean, like, if we don't see a honeymoon, that's kind of like sad, but like it doesn't ruin the story.
No,
Whereas-
I feel like they can't go on a honeymoon because too much stuff will be happening in purgatory. So they'll go there, and then Wynonna's like, "Hey guys, you kind of need to come back."
Can
now."
you guys turn back around, please?
Like,
Yeah,
I
like-
know you're on the plane, but like, can you get back?
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
was
God.
I was in a text the other on Instagram the other day with with an Earper I follow, and she does these. I don't know if you saw this, Bailey, but she does these things on TikTok where she like does like a text chain of like the characters.
Yeah, I've seen those.
And I gave her the idea about the honeymoon. She hasn't done it yet, but like I said,
Those are fun.
what if they're on their honeymoon and Wynonna just comes and interrupts them?
Yeah.
I mean,
Like, hi, can you guys turn
No,
back
she
around?
like
You
walks
guys-
into their hotel room. Like they
Yeah.
just get there, and
They're
she's like, "Hey,
they're like, hi, can you guys come back to purgatory if we get some trouble coming back? Like, yeah, give us like 5 minutes. You walked in on the wrong time. Just give us 5 minutes.
Oh,
Yeah.
that'd be
and,
hilarious.
yeah,
I-
a honeymoon wouldn't
I-
go well.
I know that we're not gonna get it, but I really want a shower scene.
Same.
Like I know we're not gonna
Yes.
get it,
Come
but
on,
I
Yeah.
want it.
they have to.
I mean,
We
they
already
might
got
shower.
we already got a stair scene. We deserve
And a
we
floor
deserve a shower
scene.
scene. We already got a stair and a floor scene. We deserve a shower
They
scene.
just need to check off the list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, go on.
Yeah.
I mean, then she does in that like scene where Waverly pushes Nicole out the door and tells her, you know,
Send
to
cold
take
shower.
Well, yeah, what-
Go watch
I
Band
wanna-
of Brothers.
I want to know what episode that's in because that's the first like clip of Poor B that I saw. So I want to know what episode
Yeah.
that's in.
I think
Yeah.
that's 407.
Yeah, I feel like it might be. Yeah, I don't know.
Bachelorette party, like, and then
Oh,
Wynonna
yeah, we
gets a
need
little
that.
too drunk.
We need a bachelor party too.
Yeah, for Nicole and Wynonna, because if it's gonna be 407, it's gonna be a why not episode.
Yeah.
And what's better than both of them getting drunk?
And is Wynonna gonna walk Waverly down the aisle? We need to know that too.
That, yes, Nedley will
Yeah.
walk Nicole, and then Mercedes will officiate.
Yeah.
Yes.
Correct.
Can you imagine Mercedes officiating that?
It'd be too good. I would no, it's gonna be like Mercedes is gonna be talking, and then she throws in like her own little comment, like she's reading off of like
Oh, 100%.
stuff, and then she'll be like, "Oh, and this."
Oh my god.
Like, what if, no, I saw this on Twitter yesterday. What if all this time Waverly saves Nicole's like card that she gave her in season 1, and it was like from the moment you gave me this, I knew that we were gonna end up here or something like it was
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah,
I
like
saw that as well, and I want it so badly.
question
Yeah.
has popped into my head. The book Waverly took from the garden.
I
want to know what book that is.
I think it's her.
I
I think she
I
took the
really
book with
think
her
it's
name on it.
Nicole because Nicole ended up being Eve in the garden.
That maybe.
Ooh, that makes sense.
Like I watched that episode back the other day, and I still don't know what book she took.
Because it never
No.
shows you. You just like you see.
It
the
never
book
showed
and
it. It never
moves
shows
on.
you. You have to like. They're like. Emily's like,
Doc?
sorry, you guys have to guess what book it is.
Yeah,
I'm
like Doc
I
doesn't
don't wanna-
even know.
like I don't want to guess what book it is. Can you just tell me?
Yeah, can you just give it to me?
Oh, yeah,
This
because I
is
mean,
too
I think
much.
with any of them, you can kind of like make up a storyline of why she would pick each book. I feel
Mhm.
like she'd least likely pick Doc's, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I think
I-
there's like way why she'd pick her own because she's interested. Nicole, because it's Nicole, and then Wynonna's her sister. So
Yeah, it's like there's reasons for everybody, and like Doc didn't even get to like he took like when they got back from the garden, like he had Waverly's bag with the book in it, but the name wasn't on it, so he
Yeah.
doesn't even know.
yeah,
And
I
I
know that.
I'm like, is this gonna come into play with the garden coming back? Because obviously. So like, is that causing something? Like, is taking the book like causing things to happen because it only belongs there, or like,
I didn't
maybe.
think about that.
what's the gist of this book? Like there's so much stuff going on. And then we have some new monsters. Does anybody have a certain type of monster that they want? Because
I
they're
feel
doing
like we had like everything.
they're doing like a monster per episode thing. We've had vampires, we've had zombies.
Mm-hmm.
Is there going to be a werewolf? We've had whatever Nedley was.
Whatever he was.
Just whatever he
All the
was.
species.
I don't even know. I'm just Nedley monster. That's what I refer to it.
Medley monster.
Like there was that one scene in the trailer where it's like all those like those monster thingies like in the ground in a trap, and they have these like ginormous claws.
Yeah.
What are those? Are they making up
What are
monsters now? That's a lot.
I mean, just remember when it was just remnants?
Yeah.
Do you guys
And then
remember like those
Like, it was
pink
simpler
glowing
times.
eyes?
Simple. So the easier times
times.
when it was just reverence, and now we're getting all this other stuff
Yeah.
that we have to figure out.
I was watching something where it was they're talking about Wynonna has kind of gone back to like season 1 Wynonna, where she's kind of like really pushing herself to
Yeah.
do all this stuff, and then she's also getting drunk a lot.
That is, yeah, it's very season 1.
Yeah.
And then like Nicole's like season 1 again, Stetson, braid, uniform. So I'm like, what are we moving towards here?
Yeah.
What's the point of this?
Yeah.
Why are we going back in time?
Why? We're like going back in time, but we're not. I feel like it's just like nostalgia.
Yeah.
Like I watched the trailer, it's pure nostalgia now.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Is that everything I wanted to talk about? I think so. I have to go back and listen to all the songs. I had one of the Earpers made a playlist on Spotify of all the episodes from the titles of the titles of the episodes for the songs.
I
have to go listen.
I was listening to those earlier because I'm in the middle of writing a wiht fix, so I was like listening to music and I was listening to them, and colder weather started playing, and I got really sad because it's the Doll's death one, and I got really sad.
Oh, I've
I
tried.
made one of those playlists too. Like I'll put a song and I'm like, yep, this episode's bringing back.
You know what episode it's from.
Yeah, you know what episode it's from.
Let me just try without actually watching the show real quick. Like
yeah. Like I already know this episode like the back of my hand. Let me just go back real quick.
Yeah. Right. No, and so like also something really funny that was happening is so the last day Wynonna airs is April 9th, right?
Yeah.
Taylor Swift announced that she was dropping the new Fearless album on the 9th. And everyone's like, is Taylor Swift gonna have something to do with this now?
Can you imagine?
Emily's campaigning for a Taylor Swift version of the theme song, and I'm all in on this.
Oh yeah.
So good. No. And so pretty much we now know Earpers are Swifties. And I'm okay with that.
Dude, I've been a Swiftie since day one, so they're like putting my two worlds together, and I cannot be more excited.
No, I just found that really funny. And if Taylor ever finds those tweets, I don't know what's happening.
and then the other one was like, Emily's like, no, Taylor's fine. Just send me a DM. It's fine. We're cool.
She's like, Emily's like playing it off as they're like already talking.
Yeah, she's already her best friend or something.
Yeah.
No,
we got it out. It's okay.
It's fine.
We're figuring it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Oh my god.
Oh, so much happened. So much to look forward to, guys. Thank you for coming on this podcast. I love a good group podcast. I get lots of comments and lots of love. All right, so that's where we're gonna head up. If everybody wants to tag themselves, where can you find you on social media, Molly?
At Send Rainbow Waves or just Rainbow Waves, depending on, but usually Send Rainbow Waves.
Great. Paige?
You can find me on Instagram at PaigeBahana13 or Twitter at GomezSwiftFan13.
Great. And Alexis?
My Instagram is wiht00, and then all my handles are in my bio for my Instagram.
For everything.
And mine gets set at the end of every podcast, so just wait like 2 seconds for that to happen. And once again, thank you guys for coming on. So much fun. Love talking with a bunch of different Earpers. Love talking with new Earpers. And I will catch you guys next time. Bye-bye.